Yes, sir.
A 1, a 2, a 1, 2,
3. Lex talk about it, talk about it, talk about it, talk about it.
What?
Yeah!
Lexington.
Oh,
Let's go.
Gentlemen, ladies and
Great
gentlemen,
to be
we're
here.
back.
New
Liam,
faces.
some
The
new
goat.
faces up in here.
Sir.
I was hired
Yes, sir.
yesterday.
He just got hired. It's true
Impressive.
for the
New
podcast
hire.
specifically. But guys, we got an excellent episode at hand here. We got episode 62.
Damn.
Yeah, we're up there. We're up there. We're almost like the Sopranos.
Yo.
sir.
We're getting up there,
Mr.
right?
Tony,
We don't
so-
whack as many people, but we got as many episodes, right? So, guys, today the topic at hand is going to be Lex Talk About Life at Lex. Obviously, you got the C-suite executives on every episode, me, Appio, Tom, Grizzly, and obviously we got really great things to say about the company, right? We've been here from the jump.
Always.
You know, it's fed us, it's done the right thing by us, we love the culture, right? But so the viewers don't think we're freaking liars out here, right? I wanted to bring in some other people from the team, right? Some people that have never before seen, right? And talk about your guys' life and your experience at Lexington. So that is the whole point of this episode. But before we do that, we need to introduce ourselves.
Yes, sir. This is Robbie. I'm one of the business relations managers over here at Lexington.
So Kevin, one of the business relationship managers here.
Frankie D, CEO.
It's Gio, the business relationship manager.
D, I like that.
And Liam, the business relationship manager.
And then we got a special guest coming for you guys. Wow.
I love you all. Have a great night.
That's it. That's all
Greatest
you're giving
of
us.
nights.
I gotta go.
He's got to go. He's got to go. Well, Robbie, as much as I love you, I don't know if you could have did that. Right?
know.
Maybe it's a
He's-
good thing Appio stepped in here and helped you out a little bit. But all right, guys. You know, let's dive into the topic at hand. Robbie, I wanted to start with you first. Talk to me about how you gravitated towards Lexington, how you started here.
Yeah, I mean, starting here, I started off at Walmart, as you know, which is, pretty
Retail
much-
life, baby.
Yeah, it was great. It was so
Dog.
Dog.
good. No,
Yeah,
it was
he
just
was
like
the
any
doggiest
other.
guy at that
He
Walmart.
is.
He definitely
Yeah,
was.
he
Yes, sir.
He was
Stocking
stocking
shelves
those-
better than anyone.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, it's just like any other job, at Walmart. I mean, not here. This place is completely different than anything I've ever done in my life, and nothing even compares to it. And I had no experience in financing, obviously. I was just jumping from retail job to retail job. Ended up coming across one of the directors of funding here, James, and I haven't seen him in years. And he just brought me in here like open arms. He saw something in me, some potential, and he gave me a shot.
Saw that
Now
dog
I'm
in
here.
you.
He did
Yes,
see that
sir.
dog in you.
Hell
and,
yeah.
and that just goes to show that, like, in life, things do happen for a reason, right? What ended up happening that day, why James even went to Walmart, was because our water jug broke that day, and he went to go buy another one. And James is a high up over here at Lexington, so, like, I don't even know why he ended up going to Walmart and why it wasn't somebody newer at the time, like Gio or somebody like that. But he went, he remembered you, brought you on, and man, we're just lucky and blessed to have you at the company. So it's a Cinderella story in itself.
Yeah,
So,
I'm the blessed one, really.
yeah. I appreciate that.
We love
Appreciate
Robbie
it.
here.
We love
Robbie's
you.
a
Robbie.
dog.
We love Robbie. We love Robbie. But Nate Dogg, talk to me about your day to day at Lexington.
Just dialing
Dialing.
all day, man.
Yeah.
Just hunting
Yeah.
for business.
Yeah.
Just trying to understand each and every client and find the right product that's gonna fit what they need. At the end of the day.
100%. Liam, you got something to add?
I mean, just dialing with him. I mean, we're hunting for business all day, and we're also working on old business and staying on top of all the people we've already worked, and just trying to get a better understanding of everybody's needs and wants, and putting the best foot forward, putting Lexington's programs on the table.
100%. So everybody here does the same job as Marty, as well as John Sasnick, who was on the episode a little bit beforehand. So obviously your guys' job, smile and dial. You guys are opening each phone call up. You're the appointment setters, right? And then you're setting the closers up for success. Your guys' job, getting as many application and bank statements in and credit
Application and bank
reports
statements.
As possible.
as you can every single week, and that will lead to cha-ching, cha-ching,
Straight money.
dollar signs,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Another thing that I wanted to bring up is that something that's a little different about us in the way that we hire is we typically hire in groups. Like we hire in classes. So specifically Liam and Nate Dogg, Kevin, but Nate Dogg.
Yes, sir.
He's going to be Nate Dogg for the rest of this episode. That's his nickname. You look like a Nate Dogg.
Definitely.
More than a Kevin. But you guys were hired in the same class as well as John Jay. So
Right.
what was it like coming inside of a class?
So it's definitely a more supporting feeling. You know, you don't feel as alone. You know, I've never worked in financing, nor has Kevin, Nate Dogg, or John Jameson, and we all just kind of we're doing the same thing. We were all new to it, and we all were newbies trying to just help each other out. It's definitely a good experience.
Yeah, it was good. We all had like similar questions in the beginning, and even meeting like at the end of the day and like just going over things.
Yeah.
Like, think different things that we learned from different closers, and just putting it all together and just helping each other out.
Yeah, mashing it all into one.
100%.
Yeah.
Robbie, you didn't come in with a class, right?
I came in with, it was me, Junior, a couple people that aren't
So
here
you did
now.
you did come in with a
we
class.
had a class too.
How was your
I feel like there's always a
Yeah.
class.
Gio was a little before
He was
you.
like 2 months before
Yeah, it was a little
me.
before you, so I'd say you were a little off.
Yeah,
didn't
Gio,
really
Gio
come
came
with
in
a
solo.
class.
I
yeah.
came in with Joe Bates and Mr. Collie.
And who? Jess
That-
McCauley?
yeah,
that was
that
your
was my
class.
team.
That was your
Yeah.
class. How was it like growing up with
Bad
your
class.
class?
It was great, honestly. We still got Junior, we still got Zach, we still got Motto. I love all those guys. It's always great. You know, talking with them. Exchanging ideas and just getting game from each other, like competing even.
Yeah.
The competition's always really good, especially now that I'm sitting near Junior. Me and Junior just always going back and forth, trying to like one up
that.
each other and everything. But yeah, I mean, I think it's great that that you hire that way, because like it creates a competitive atmosphere that just breeds you to want to do better. Because everybody here is a dog. Like we don't want to be outdone. Like when I see somebody else doing better than me, I'm like, no, I gotta step it up and do better.
Yeah,
You know?
and that's the competitive nature to this team and what management tries to preach to you guys. Because at the end of the day, competition is really good, right? Say you're running a 40-yard dash and you got your buddy next to you. You're going to run a little bit harder because that buddy's also running and sprinting right next to you. That's how it works. You got a gym partner. Typically, you'll get a little more jacked than if you were to do it alone, because you guys are pushing each other, right, to go to the next level. Push
Keeping
that
you
extra
motivated.
weight. It keeps you motivated, right? One guy's not feeling the gym today, the other guy is. He makes you go. So it's the same exact thing with you guys. Junior might be down one day, you pick him up, vice versa, right? Gio, I have a question for you. What was the most unexpected thing when you first started at Lexington?
When I first started, it was just the hours that you work.
Yeah.
Like before I worked this job, I did not think I'd ever be able to work 40 hours or even like at all.
bro.
And now
No,
it's
I
like
agree.
double that, and it's I love it.
Yeah.
I love exactly what I do, and
Cool.
thank you for everything, Frankie.
You're very welcome. We're very happy to have you on the team. Yeah, the hours, sales is a lot different, guys. It's what you make out of it. If you want to stay longer and you want to make the extra dials, typically that's going to lead to extra money. It might not happen day 1, week 1, month 6, even month 12, but eventually the dials, they compound. Just like success and like money and everything in between compounds. Same exact thing with your dialing, because you're getting better every single day. You're putting yourself in more position to win, and even you're putting yourself in more position to fail, right? Fall flat in your face, but then overcome it and then learn from it, right? You guys, I have this question now for you, because you guys started in our older office, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what was something like unexpected that like when you guys started that you were like, oh my gosh, like what's going on with this company?
Go you go
I was
ahead.
gonna say it was just very overwhelming. Coming from doing HVAC every day, working with my hands, to coming into an office, and it was just very overwhelming. I remember sitting next to James shadowing him, and just looking at the dialer, and he's trying to explain things to me. I was like, I don't even know what I'm looking at right now.
Yeah, that's so funny.
So just very overwhelming.
It's
but-
foreign, dude, especially because the
Yeah.
way that we hire, as we've said a lot, is that we don't hire people in the industry, right?
Mm-hmm.
We hire local hometown kids that worked at Walmart, that did HVAC. I don't know what you did. I don't really know what you did. What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Did you work at Safety Swim?
No, I worked at LA Fitness.
LA
as a
Fitness
lifeguard.
as lifeguard. I knew it was something with swimming.
I'd be swimming.
Wingstop.
Wingstop. See, this is
Wingstop.
the dream team right here. Like, could you imagine putting a bunch of kids like this and then becoming successful inside of sales? That's exactly what we did, because we believe in you guys, right? So that's all cool stuff. So yeah, I mean, the old office in general was kind of just like a giant like mine,
One thing I want to say about the old office is there was flies. We were behind an auto body shop.
Yeah.
And other things that can't be said here, but it was just definitely not an environment where you would want to sit in for more than 5 hours a day, and it was like 100 damn degrees in there. It was crazy. But
It was tough for sure. The working conditions were definitely not there. You felt like you were in a third world country.
yeah, definitely.
But that was our come up story.
I was gonna
right?
say.
And every business has a come up story, and that was ours. You know, Apple started in a basement. Jeff Bezos' company Amazon started in a garage, right? So all these big time companies seem to start in a dorm room. Mark Zuckerberg, Google started in a dorm room, right? So our story was the auto body shop.
Yeah.
It almost felt like that too, especially looking back. Like that was our start. You know,
That was
like-
our start, and every great company has that.
exactly.
Every great company has that.
They don't start in a mansion.
They don't start. They definitely don't start in 10,000 square feet of
No.
No, they
beautifulness
definitely
like
don't.
this, right? You got to grind, So
Sure.
I'm happy that you guys were a part of the ride, especially in the beginning, because I know the beginning obviously wasn't easy.
I'm glad to have experienced that. It definitely would have been different if I came in here.
It would have been so much
Yeah.
different. Robbie's experience is way different from yours compared to
100%.
even someone who just started today. But let's talk about life at Lexington from when you first started to today. So Robbie, talk to me a little bit about how like things are different and how they've changed here.
How they changed? I mean, first off, we've over 2x, we almost 3x the amount of people that were here. Like when I started, like I remember you guys, it was just like 20 of us, I think, probably.
Yeah, probably around there.
Around there.
Yeah.
And it was just like we barely even had going. It was just like you, Tom, Grizzly in
And
there,
Appio.
and like
Yeah.
Appio was in
Yeah.
there, just you four, like the core four. And then I think Zach came in there like for a little bit, but I mean,
Really?
then he was out there.
Underwriting.
Yeah.
That's so. Oh
But,
yeah, he did. He did start with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
But yes, we grew a lot. For me personally, obviously I've changed a lot as a person throughout the experiences and just like the constant grind of like having to evolve to
Yeah.
win
Yeah.
and to be successful.
Yeah.
The culture's always been crazy and the same high energy, just like let's f***ing do it, like we're a team, like
Yeah.
energy.
Lex do it.
Lex
Lex
do
do
it.
Lex do it.
Lex do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that changed the most really was me. We kind of stayed this. We've always had like that same kind of office culture. I
Yep.
feel like since the beginning,
Of course. Yeah,
always
since
felt
the dawn of
welcomed.
time.
And,
Talk to me a little bit about when you first got hired, your interview with me.
yeah,
It
yeah.
I didn't even
So
know
I
there
mean,
was an interview.
was like
barely
more of an
interview.
interrogation.
It
kinda.
was literally like 5 minutes of me just like. I was just like a little nervous, and I was just being super like quiet, just like kind of slumped over, like I don't know. I didn't have any confidence.
You
I
weren't
could
modern
tell-
day Robbie.
No,
No, yeah.
You were
I-
not modern day Robbie.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all. And I could tell like you were almost trying to talk me out of it because I think I wasn't giving you the impression that I was really gonna be good at this at
Yeah.
all.
It's a sink or swim
And-
environment. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah. You were testing me, and I took that to heart, and I was like, you know what, like. He doesn't think I could do this
Screw
shit,
this
so I'm
mother
gonna f***ing do
Yeah,
this shit.
hell yeah.
I, was
I
like,
love that, bro.
Yeah.
I love that.
It's because you were an LDR at the time.
I
It's
wasn't.
true. You had to grow into
I
that.
was, yeah.
You were SDR.
I was SDR.
You were
yeah.
SDR.
Definitely
Not
were.
LDR.
You gotta earn it.
The
Yeah.
come up is real. The come up is real. But yeah, I mean, sales guys, it's sink or swim, right? So you really have to have a lot of thick skin and be like you really need to be an alpha male to really be good at sales, in my opinion, right? So I definitely test people on job interviews if I do interview somebody. I make sure that I think they'll be a good fit for the culture. And like, to be honest, Robbie, like I owe you a big apology because I didn't think that you were. But you just kept yesing me to death. Like you seem like semi-confident in what you were saying. So I was like, all right, let's give the kid a shot. Let's see what happens. It's either he's going to quit in a few days or he's going to be here for life. There's no in between at this place.
Yeah.
So
sir.
let's see what happens, right? Liam, how are things have changed since you started to now?
Things have changed for me and a company. Like I couldn't even explain the times, but it's been a crazy ride. Having you guys all with me, changing the offices has definitely been different. But just the growth of the company has been huge. I started with maybe like 13, 14 people, and we started with like 50 plus, and it's just been a crazy ride. And I couldn't thank you. I couldn't thank all of you guys for the healthy environment that I walk into every day more than anything. I think the environment is built more just as a team as a whole. We've all been more together. We've all just noticed more things that the newer guys need to pick up on and help each other out more. It's definitely been great. So
Agreed.
I appreciate it.
I'm happy about that perspective. Nate Dogg, how do you guys keep each other motivated all throughout the day? Obviously, sales, it's grueling, it's tough, you're failing, you're falling flat on your face, right? There's some days where you're going to be down. What do you do to pick up your teammate?
Well, just being aware of, everyone who's around. You can tell when someone's going through it or anything, just saying anything uplifting, whether it's relating to the sales or just something nice to say to your homie,
Yeah.
And just uplift everyone.
Yeah.
Just keep everyone motivated.
What are some things that you do or things that people have done for you?
Yeah, a lot of times, like, let's say, like, for example, Model's next to me, and me and Model always mess with each other. Let's say I see him down, just, like, punch him in the arm or start punching him again. It's just, like, we both just start laughing, and then we're like, let's get it.
Yeah,
And then we just lock it.
Yeah, just motivate each other, Remind them that you got your buddy right beside you, you got your pal, you got your homie right beside you. I'm here in the trenches with you. We both have bad days, but hey, we're men. We're going to overcome it. It's really not that bad at the end of the day. We're going to get over it. We're going to make some sales. We're going to make some money. That's my 2 cents.
End of the day. Yes, sir.
End of the day, that's what we do. Gio, we'll come back to you. Another
sir.
question that I have for you. Who is somebody that you look up to at the office that's not me?
Honestly, Matt Garcia a lot.
Yeah? Why?
Like when
why?
I first started, he was the first person. He was like helping me all the time. I remember just like, I was completely lost when I started. I didn't even know what I was doing at all.
Yeah.
Matt Gar was always like pointing me in the right direction, what to do, like what to watch, how to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Matt Gar's
even-
always been like a great mentor
Yeah,
for every new guy coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even still, like now, like there'll be things Matt Gar pick up on that I'm doing, and
Yeah.
I'll switch it, and it'll be like night and day of a difference.
Yeah, Matt really cares about this company. He really does,
Absolutely.
and it shows. And that's why Matt's very successful and why he will be really successful. And who knows, maybe potential CEO one day. Who knows?
We can't forget that Makar was he was in the Chris Colucci role. He was in the
He
team.
was. Yeah, he was. Matt was our manager for a little bit in the old office. He
Yeah,
was.
now he's a
I
closer.
know.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we changed some stuff up.
Yeah.
What about you, Robbie? Who do you look up to?
I look up to a lot of people, honestly. It's hard to pick out one in particular.
Mm-hmm. You got one or two off the top of your head?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I look up to Corey a lot because I feel like Corey is just so articulate and so I feel like he's such an expert in like about everything and so good with people. Like
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, he just handles all. I feel like I could trust Corey with any situation. Like if it's
Yeah.
just like a life situation or if it's like an industry situation, and like every time I don't know, I just feel like his advice too is always very detailed and professional and helpful. So I'd say Corey, all the closers really, Marty too. Marty's just like you guys already know. Marty is just a dog. Like he's
Animal.
he's
an
literally
animal.
an animal.
Yeah.
Like he's
An alien.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's
He's
an
an
alien.
He's not human.
Yeah, he's
Like
not.
this guy is on the phone. I've never seen someone be on the phone more than him. And like
Yeah.
that's the correlation with him being successful. He's just the biggest dog in the office. He works the hardest. He's on the phone the most. That's the biggest correlation.
100%.
He'll be on the headset and his cell phone at the same time, and like
Yeah.
flipping it up, saying something here, and then
Yes.
flipping the headset down.
Yeah,
like,
bro. You could ask him any question, he'll answer you throughout the conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For real,
Yeah,
it's
while
crazy.
he has two phones and he's typing emails.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Appy will need him before a appointment. And
Yeah, he's like running to there with
Yeah.
two phones.
Yeah,
Like, hold
yeah,
on.
he'll still be able to give
Yeah.
Appy a great explanation of the borrower that he's got to talk to.
100%.
It's insane. I've never seen anything like it. Marty is for sure a dog. And what's funny is, dude, he started just like you.
Yeah.
Just like you. Was not good at all. Very shy. Was not outgoing. Like, dude, he used to duck his head underneath his computer. I swear to God, he will tell you, and he's told you guys.
Yeah.
He used to duck his head. You guys might even remember a little bit, maybe a little bit. At least you guys can remember that he wasn't as much of a dog as he is now.
Yeah.
That at least you guys could remember
Definitely.
from being in the old office. But yeah, he used to hide his head underneath the screens. Like, would not want me to hear him. Would not want Chad to hear him. Corey to hear him. Would not want any of us to hear him because he's embarrassed. And now look at him. Look, Abby.
Nah, he's the loudest guy.
Look
in the
at
world.
me.
Yeah.
See that 6 times a day.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like that's how
awesome.
a lot of new guys start too, almost like embarrassed, like to be on the phones in a sense, and like
Yeah.
have other people hear them.
Yeah.
But as soon as they break out of that, it's like they just start going up. Like,
Because, like, dude, we're all doing the same job.
Yeah.
That's like some guy swinging a hammer, and you're supposed to swing the hammer, but, like, you're, like, embarrassed to swing
looking
the hammer.
around, like
You know? Even if you're not that good at it, like, eventually you will. Like, you
Right.
swing a hammer 1,000 times, you'll get good at it, bro. It's not that hard to do. Right? Same thing with sales. There's only so many rebuttals these people can hit us with. There's only so many different tonalities and people you deal with. Like, eventually, like, it's just easy. You can put your feet up and just rebuttal anyone and get any application of bank statement and fund anybody.
Yeah.
But, Gio, I want to ask you, because we always talk a lot about it, right? So don't say good things just because I'm telling you to talk about it, but talk to me about the company culture at Lexington from your perspective, from your point of view.
From my perspective,
Yes.
I love the company culture.
You love it.
It's
Why
my
do you
favorite
love
thing.
it?
Like, even you come in the morning, and then we have a whole group meeting.
Yeah.
Then right after we dial for a little bit for 45 minutes, and then we have a huge meeting where we all just get hyped up for the whole day.
Yep.
They go over all the deals that were funded, and they just go over even like kinks that people should work on, and it's actually insane. Like, no other company would do any of that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Our company meetings are something special,
Yeah.
to say the least.
I think
Yeah,
the biggest thing though is just our like shouting out the funded deals. It makes everybody feel like needed or like wanted, like
Yes.
in a sense. And
Yeah.
everybody feels accomplished.
Agreed.
And then you have
That's
to do
the
that
whole
over
goal
and
of it.
over again every single day, and
Yep.
it doesn't stop.
People want to be recognized.
Exactly.
Even the closers want to be recognized, right? Everybody wants to be recognized, whether you're at the top of the totem pole or you're at the bottom. It doesn't matter. Humans like that shit. But besides the morning meetings, like, what else about the company culture that's really cool, Nate Dog?
I'd say the other end of it. The end of the day, Corey, Mackar, Ryan, James, always staying here late. Colucci, like just trying to help anyone at any level.
Yep.
Just teamwork.
Yeah.
Everyone just with each other. There's no selfishness. There's no ego.
Yeah.
If I messed up on a call, I'll pass it off to someone that I think that he's going to mesh well with.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it, so give it to a teammate.
100%. It's for the company.
Absolutely, and that's the best part about it.
What's your take on the company culture?
Besides those two things, I think the brotherhood aspect, like everybody's literally just like, it doesn't even feel like work most of the time. It's just like coming in. It almost feels like a frat. It's funny.
Yeah, it definitely does.
That's so funny.
We're just like making money instead of just drinking and partying. Like we're doing something productive with our time. But like the brotherhood aspect is just like I've never been in a frat.
Yeah.
But this is what I would imagine it'd be like, to be honest with you.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's a big thing.
Yeah.
I feel like all you guys are my brothers, like best friends, like for life type thing.
That's true. And we do stuff out of work together, so we all typically hang out at least like. And I'm talking about like as a company, like company-wide, we hang out like once during the week, like on the weekends, like on a Saturday, we try to do it.
Yeah.
If we're not doing it as a company, like you already know that Liam and Gio are hanging out. You're hanging out with someone from the company. You're probably hanging out with your cousins. Yeah. Robbie has like 80 cousins. He skips out on the most company stuff because he's got all these cousins he hangs out with.
I'll start cutting them out.
Or invite them, bro. The more the merrier, Bring them. We'll have a good time.
Is it the same cousin, or is it a different cousin every time?
It's a couple of the same.
No, this guy, I'm telling you, this guy's got the most cousins I've ever.
Yeah, it's got to be like at least like 50.
Yeah, every weekend it's like I got this cousin. I got to hang with this guy. I got to hang with that cousin.
That's what it is. It's like follow-ups.
Robbie's good for like an event once a month. I know I'll see Robbie on a Saturday once a month, right? Start bringing him. But yeah, I love that we just hang out. Like we are all genuinely friends, like inside and outside of work. We all hang out. Like whether we're hanging out as a group or we're hanging out one-on-one with somebody. We go to the gym together. We eat food together. We go to the bars together. We go to concerts together. We go to sporting events together. We do everything together. We went to a freaking Cascada concert together.
That was crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy.
We
won't talk about it. That was crazy. Yeah, so we do stuff like that together. So I'm just happy about the company culture that we built because at the end of the day, like that's what people want. You'd be surprised. Like a lot of people would even take pay cuts to just be in a good environment that they like really care about. Mm-hmm. So I make it my duty to like put at least like an hour of my time a week into our company culture, just thinking of different things. For instance, the broker battle. Shout out you for that idea. The broker battle.
That was a great time.
Great idea. When we went to the winery, we took a party bus to the winery. We had a good time. Whenever we go to the Village Yiddy and we basically rent out the whole Village Yiddy and we drop a bag and have a really good time. We go to concerts together, sporting events, Yankee games, Ducks games, Knicks games, Ranger games. So we do a lot together, and I'm just very happy that you guys are in my life and you're a part of this company because you've molded into the culture, right? And if you guys didn't mold to the culture, then people below you wouldn't have molded to the culture.
Right. I was just gonna say that all trickles down. Everything that all the closers taught us. Now, me, Liam, Gio, Robbie, it's on us to now trickle it down to the newer guys. And
agreed.
This way they can do it with the next batch of new guys that comes in. And it just keeps going.
It's the circle of life.
One thing with the company culture is I speak to like some of our affiliates and they don't have that culture at their company. It's all suit and tie, and they don't have they don't have that friendliness where they can go up to their coworker and tell them about a deal and BS about a deal and joke about it, right? So it's definitely huge where you could just do a lot of things with our company.
Yeah, I mean, it's the way that we hire, right? We don't just hire anybody. We're very stringent for people who take in nobodies to work for a company, we're actually very stringent on the way that we hire, and we don't just hire anybody. So yeah, you guys were handpicked for a reason because I know, for one, that you guys are genuinely really good people. You come from the same town as me, so I know you're gritty. I know your work ethic. I know that you want it really badly. And at the end of the day, if you want it really badly and you're a good person, you can make it at this company. It's just a matter of when, right? Gio, another question for you.
Of course.
What's your favorite Lexington memory up until this point?
One of my favorites actually involves Robbie and the Cascada concert.
Okay, let's see it.
Me and Robbie were on the way to the Cascada concert, and it was literally Robbie's first even like weekend with Lexington. He was probably there for like.
Dude, that was what a week to break you in, bro.
I was like,
I don't know about these guys.
Like gremlins.
It was really hilarious. I mean, me and Robbie in the car were like, we're gonna get so rich. We're getting so rich. We were hype on that car ride.
Hell yeah.
And me and Robbie were just bouncing off each other, and I was having Robbie Robbie pitch me, and it was so funny. It was such a great time.
So funny.
That's so funny.
I
remember. What were you saying?
I said we just like believed it though. Even though it was my first week, I was like, we're gonna do this shit.
Yeah,
bro.
you have to believe it, or it's not gonna happen. I remember when Liam first started, him or John Jay told me, like, they were like so fired up about it. Like the next morning, they're like, yeah, I was on the phone with John Jay for X amount of time last night. We were going back and forth, we were rebuttaling each other, and they were like a month or two into the job. I'm like, bro, like I get so mad at him. He's like so confused why I'm so mad, and like he's like, why are you so mad? I'm like, bro, you two are the worst people in the office, and you're sitting here rebuttaling each other. Like, call me, bro. Like I'm at the office till 3 a.m. Call me, call Corey, call Ryan, call Colucci, call anyone besides each other. Like
Someone who could
literally,
actually
like
help.
unless you want to hang out and grab a beer or something, like do not call each other.
No,
But
that's definitely not the route to go if you want to.
no, not when you're
Yeah.
new. Not when you're new.
No.
At this point, yeah, rebuttal
Yeah,
each other,
of
call
course.
each other. You can bounce ideas off each other. But when you're brand spanking new, don't call the other new guy, right? Not the best idea.
Yeah, right.
But Liam, what about you? What's your favorite memory at Lexington?
There's so many.
What about your $1 million month?
Yeah, that's
That
probably
was a
my
good one.
Probably my 450K. Like that's probably my
$450,000 deal.
Yeah, like just like
that
that.
was a big one.
That was
Like that video was just great. Like I showed my grandma, she just lit her eyes up. It was
Yeah.
amazing. She's like, you have a whole nother family now.
Yeah,
So it's
true.
definitely great.
It's true.
I remember when you funded your first deal, and I think we funded on our first deal on the same day together.
Yeah, we did.
But like just the excitement in the office. I
We
know
got
there's a
so
video
crazy.
of it.
There is. Remy, put that
Yeah.
video up for the viewers to watch. I'll send it to you after this.
John Jay. John Jay's desk just destroyed.
Destroyed.
It just got worse every day after that.
That's so
That's
funny.
something I'll never forget.
And by the
I'll never
last
forget that.
last day of being in that office, there was like no desk left.
No, he's just sitting
There was
there.
Yeah,
nothing
it's-
of anything left. I basically just said, let's break everything.
Yup. But yeah, it's definitely a great time.
What about you, Nate Dogg? What's your favorite Lexington memory?
I would say that day, honestly. Just the excitement of it. Like, I don't know. I'll just never forget that day, honestly.
Yeah. No, that was a good one. That was a really good one. We just broke every single desk. We broke all our keyboards. We broke all our phones that I bought. I was at like a few $1,000 that day. But we did it for the culture.
Yeah, so
Oh,
many
yeah.
headsets were gone.
Yeah, definitely. Liam, you came at a way different time in Lexington, you and Nate Dogg. So I want you to walk me through what your first day was like at Lexington.
So my first day at Lexington, I didn't know what I was looking at. For like the first 2 hours, I was trying to grab the concept, listening to Marty just yelling, Chow screaming for him to get somebody on the phone.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I was sitting next to I think it was Macar and James, and yeah, they were just dialing away, just like over and over again. And I was like, what do you guys keep clicking for? And they're like, oh, we're calling people. I was like, wow, like this is crazy.
Yeah.
So my end of the day, I was ready to be there full time. Right after that,
I like that.
I was ready.
I like that. What about you?
I mean, the first day, pretty much the same thing. Overwhelming. I got yelled at, and I couldn't understand why I was getting yelled
Did
at.
I yell at you?
Yeah,
Damn
but
it.
I figured it out real quick.
What did I yell at you for?
I don't even remember. I don't think I walked fast enough or something like that.
That's a good one.
But yeah, I mean, just immediately I knew that day, that was a way to weed out people who don't really fit into the role.
Yeah, that's kind of how we used to do it back
Yeah.
then. Yeah. We're definitely a lot more lenient nowadays. I'm not as crazy as I used to be. You guys could definitely adhere to that. Robbie, talk to me about your first funded deal.
My first funded deal.
Because we have a video of that too, Robbie. We could throw that up too.
Yeah.
Robbie funded a deal. That's what happened. It's first at Robbie. Robbie, get over here. Hit this gong, baby. Hit this gong, baby. Get in there. You go hit that gong. Right there. That gong, baby. Robbie. Robbie. Hit this thing, baby. Hit it, baby. Hit it on. Hit it on.
That was crazy. I was just like, I
hit
had
the
no
gong.
idea what was even going on. Like, I was like, oh, I funded some shit. I was like, oh, what's going on? I just felt like that's kind of where it sparked for me. I was like, okay, like because I almost didn't believe in myself, but I just like wanted to just do it until I was good anyway. And like once I funded my first deal, it kind of sparked something in me where I was like, okay, I could actually do this shit.
Yeah.
Even though it was only 4K, but I mean,
Yeah, that's
I-
okay.
That's
I was
how
Now
like,
you
everyone
fund
starts.
whales, bro.
yeah, exactly.
Now
So,
you
I mean,
fund
it's-
whales.
It
so-
started off, humble beginnings.
Yes, sir.
But that was a great day. You guys were all hyping me up. I felt great about myself.
Yeah.
I got right back to the phones. I was like going right in.
Need another 4K.
Yeah, exactly. Need to make that 8K
Hell yeah.
right now. But
Whale surfing.
yeah, exactly. Always hunting for the whales. But It was a great feeling, hitting the gong. All you guys were just like screaming, hyping me up. I always look back at that video. I'm like, wow.
Such a good video.
It is. It really is.
The first ever gong hit, it's the best feeling.
Yeah, for real.
What about your first deal?
My first deal, honestly, I was surprised. I didn't even know I funded a deal. It's like a lot of times you like sub something and you'll just forget about it. You're like, oh, it probably won't work or something. When you're like, no. And then it funds and you're just like, oh, I funded. And you're just like surprised. And everyone's mad hype. You go over, hit the gong. You're like, wow, that's crazy. And I remember the next day I funded again too. I was like, yo. And I didn't fund for like a month.
That's sales, bro. That's sales. You got to be relentless. You can't give up. So, Liam, obviously, as we know, most people don't make it and don't make the cut over at Lexington in the sales role, in the sales aspect of things. Why do you think you made it?
It was our environment. I definitely think it's our culture. You guys we're all hard on each other, right? And especially you used to be definitely a lot harder on us. But you're also supporting. You're gonna be there after. You're gonna make sure that we understand what we did was wrong, and you're gonna make sure you learned from it, right? You're not just gonna leave us in the dust. So I definitely think that the environment as a whole, as Lexington, has definitely let me continue to stay here and strive.
Yeah. Why don't people make it at Lexington in sales?
It's got to be the belief in themselves. I can't think of any reason as to why you wouldn't.
Yeah.
When I first started, there was just so many examples of success.
Yeah.
It's like, why can't I do it?
Yeah.
So that's a hard question. Honestly, I don't know why people don't make it. I don't got that dog in them.
100%.
That's pretty much just what it is.
Yeah.
That's the simple answer. Like, you just don't got that dog in you. You're not willing to fail. You've probably been handed trophies your whole entire life. Mom probably like congratulates you way too much. Like you drew in a coloring book and she clapped for you when you were a kid. You know, wasn't hard on you. So that's my opinion on why people typically don't make it, because they don't have thick enough skin to get through the hard part of sales.
Maybe they want stability behind it. You know, just clock in, get your paycheck, clock out, live your life.
Yeah, some people are like that.
Yeah.
We need people to make our burgers.
Definitely.
Yeah, 100%.
We need people to deliver our newspaper. We need our Amazon workers to drop off the packages. So I don't necessarily hate on any man who is like that, because at the end of the day, it's less competition for us, right? The go-getters. That's how I feel.
100%.
But, Robbie, why do you think you made it? Because you were definitely a lot different than you are now. You were definitely way more reserved. You were not this ballsy. You did not have this much swag to you, right? Like, why did you make it?
There's a lot of times where I thought I wouldn't make it. Like in the beginning, the first month, like I remember being like so, like I was on the shaking in the seat, like trying to click the dialer, just like I can't talk to this. What am I gonna say to this guy? But I've always been one, like I don't like giving up on things, even if I suck. I've always been like that. Like even though I was a shy guy, like whether it was sports or like getting good at anything, like. I always like giving things my all, and I don't want to fail. And I had nothing backing me up. I had so much here, like from the jump, like so much support. Yeah, so, looking up to Matt Garcia and James, like really was a big reason why I feel like I didn't fail. Like I saw them as inspirations. Like they're in the same class as me when we started. Like we're the same age. Like we grew up together, and we were the same, you know. Mm-hmm. And then out of nowhere, I'm working at Walmart, and they're over here doing crazy things I didn't even think were imaginable. Yeah. So that's definitely a huge point as well. And I feel like there was always that little voice in my head that was telling me like, you did, like, they don't think I'm going to be able to do this shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? I was like, I'm going to be able to do
that
this
chip
shit.
on your shoulder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So like, and I wanted to change. Like I didn't like the way I was. I didn't like where I was in life. Like, saw this as a huge opportunity. So like, I was like, what am I going to do? Go back to Walmart? Like, I'm going to give this my all.
100%. I respect that. Liam, what's the biggest lesson that you've learned since working at Lexington?
The delayed gratification and consistency is going to win you over everything. Mm-hmm. Talent, consistency beats talent. Mm-hmm. And I think that positive mindset is everything. Right? You can't walk into this, especially this job in our company, negative, or everybody's just gonna look at you like you're crazy, because everybody here is just so positive. Yeah. And it's just not the way to go. You gotta be positive. So
that's true.
I was definitely a negative Nancy before I came here. Yeah. I know Tom was too. Yeah. Spoke about those experiences, and I feel like I'm a whole different person now.
Agreed. But that's why bad things were happening to you in the past, because you just had such like a negative mindset on things. Like when you guys are having a bad day and you think really poorly, like more bad things continue to happen. It's like same exact example. If there's two people dying in a hospital bed, like one really thinks they're gonna live and one really thinks they're gonna die. Like, who do you think is going to really live, or at least have a better shot at it? Obviously, the guy who thinks they're going to live. So that's a great point. What about you? What are some lessons that you've learned from working here?
Honestly, I don't even know where to begin with like lessons of working here. It's just like my whole life can change completely.
Yeah.
Like before I started working here, I had no idea what I was gonna do. I thought I was gonna do like construction or like something just very like basic. But then I started working here. I was terrible when I first started, and
You definitely were.
I
Along with the
definitely
rest of you
was.
guys.
Me too, man.
But I just kept doing it, and I
Yeah.
feel like a completely different person at this point.
Yeah, and that's what's rewarding from my aspect from watching you guys. Like I literally have watched you guys grown in from like young adults to like men, like literally. So it's really cool to not have just honed your skills and gotten you better inside of this job, but like honed like your life skills. I'm sure like your family's got to be way more impressed with you now than they ever were before. The way you even articulate yourselves, you know, and speak, and your conviction and your belief, and just how more of a well-rounded men that you are nowadays, and going to be great family men. So I'm happy that I've been able to watch you guys grow up, and it's even just the start, you know, 19, 22,
21.
21,
Little
24, 25, like it's like, dude, like we have the our whole life in front of us. So it's just really been cool watching you guys grow up from a young age. So I love that. All right, so now I want to talk a little bit about like team bonding. So like talk to me about like who you hang out with, like what do you do with them outside of work?
So, I mean, I guess it depends on what's really going on. You know, I hang out with Junior, Macar a lot. Even like in terms of team bonding, Corey's been having everyone come over on like Fridays, for example, and just going over calls.
Yeah.
But doing it in a comfortable environment where we're all just hanging out, but we're still learning.
Yeah.
The broker battle, you know, again, I really like just being able to be with everyone and still learning at the same time.
Yeah. You guys are buddies.
Yeah, we hang out
What do you guys
every
do when you hang
weekend.
out?
We go to the gym. Gio just got me started. I had to get another gym membership.
Nice.
So he's got me going there like 4 or 5 days a week. I know we go to the weekend. On the weekend, we hang out. You can speak a little bit.
I don't know. We sometimes we go out. You know,
Oh, you go out.
we be going out
You be going
sometimes.
out.
And then,
Okay.
I don't know. Really, just anything there is to do. Like we'll go get food. Like
Yeah.
it'll be
You go to
midway.
the mall. I see you
Yeah, we'll go to the mall.
Yeah.
Just really anything.
Kid shit.
Kid stuff.
You know, normal kid shit.
Yeah.
Got some birthdays this weekend to celebrate.
Oh my God, do we have birthdays?
Yeah.
What do we do for birthdays, Robbie?
Oh, what, in the office?
Yeah, in the office.
Oh, we all gather up. We
Yeah.
get a big crowd around them with a nice lit birthday cake, and we
Yeah.
all sing happy birthday. And
We
go
don't just sing
crazy.
happy birthday.
We surprise
We
them.
don't
Happy
just sing happy birthday.
Yeah,
we surprise them.
we
Throw our own little Lexington spice in there.
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, we're screaming, we're getting loud, and hyping them up. You know, we have a nice speech. Each person gives a little speech.
Yeah,
you
they
know?
have to give the speech.
Yeah, they have
you got a
to.
cake,
So
you
funny.
have to give a
I
speech.
love when the awkward people have to make a speech. Like they're brand spanking new, like Frank Robb, like speech.
like, I don't have-
He's like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm with I'm like, you're gonna have to make a speech to everybody, brother. Like, get ready.
They're like,
And there's
I don't
some
have-
people's speeches that are like 5 minutes long, and someone's just like, I love you guys, love this company. Click.
I don't have much to say, but
Yeah.
I appreciate you guys.
That's a
Yeah.
normal one. I don't really have much to say, but
Yeah.
That's a
Bang
pretty
Frank and
common
Lena
opening
today
one.
was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, they both had a great speech.
I remember my birthday. You guys like picked me up. You started throwing me in the air and shit. That was pretty cool. I was like, yo, what the?
Yeah, we do that.
Yeah.
We do that. We get a little rowdy.
Yeah.
We're a frat. Just
Yeah.
like you said,
Yeah,
Robbie.
exactly.
We're a
Yeah.
frat.
My,
Kenny's
bir-
speech
That's a
was
beautiful part
hilarious.
of it.
When's
my
your
birthday got messed up last time.
What happened?
Because I remember Christian, he was trying to he was like, I gotta show you something. I'm like, what are you showing me? I was like in the middle of a call, and it was just like, and he was just like standing there for like 5 minutes. And then after he brought me to the back, and I was just like, oh, it's my birthday. They're never gonna do the surprise. No, and then Chow kind of saved it. He came up to me, he was like, Gio, what the and then he just like, come this way. And then I follow him, and they surprised me for the birthday.
It sounds like I wasn't there for that, right?
Yeah,
I
that's
think that's
such a
why
Chow
it went
thing to
so
say.
bad.
Yeah, Chow
That's
got
so
me with
funny.
that one.
That's so funny. What about your birthday? What we do for your birthday?
we had
went
a
crazy?
cake. Yeah, we had a cake. We went crazy. I funded on my birthday. It was
Nice.
good.
Cool.
Birthday fundies are always good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we just went crazy, just like we had today. It was I had my speech. Great time.
Good. Cool. Love it. Book it. Great.
Yes, sir.
On to the next question.
Yep.
Nate Dogg, why did you believe in Lexington? Why did you take a chance and work for a startup company? What was it about us?
All of the examples. Just, I grew up with Corey. I've known Corey since I was 10, so that's one example. I was doing my own thing in HVAC, but still hanging out with Corey, and I was watching him literally from the startup, year and a half in, and I finally jumped ship and jumped in.
Yeah.
But really just all the examples,
Yeah.
seeing everyone similar to me, same upbringing, like
Yeah.
everyone else is doing it. Why can't I?
Yeah. Even in that old office,
Yeah.
still believed.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate that. What about you? Why do you believe in us? Or why did you?
Why did I
Now
believe?
you gotta believe, but
Yeah.
like
One reason
you
is-
believe when there was nothing to believe. So why
Yeah.
did you believe?
One reason is because the person that had brought me in was somebody that I basically knew since I was a child. Chow, Ryan, he was my camp counselor, and he brought me in, and I didn't really see anything, honestly. I didn't know what I was doing. He told me to come in, and I was like, what's the job? He's like, you ever watch Wolf of Wall Street? And I was like, yeah. I mean, he's like, what do you guys do? You sell penny stocks? He's like, no, just come in and see. It's like, all right. So I came in, and you guys heard my explanation on my first day went. So, yeah, that's kind of why I
I
believe.
love how Chow describes as Wolf of Wall Street, and then you still came in and did it. I love that. I love that.
Because I love that movie, right?
Yeah,
The
great movie,
environment,
bro.
It's a great environment.
That's a top 5 movie.
Yeah, 100%.
Top
Definitely.
5 movie.
You got to rewatch it at least like 5 times.
Yeah, especially like before you start this job. Like,
100%.
Definitely
Yeah.
is a good movie to watch.
I can't believe Carlos never.
Yeah, Carlos, come on, man.
Carlos.
Come on.
Carlos
That's
hasn't
what happens
seen
when
it?
you have a wife and
Probably
kids,
the only
boys.
one.
Yeah,
You don't, get
toes.
you don't get to do what you want to do. We have to take a back seat. We have to take a back seat, and that's part of being a man, right?
Yeah.
Our happiness doesn't matter.
Right.
Only our pockets matter.
Yes, sir.
right?
Exactly.
Gio, why did you believe in us?
When I first
we were
started-
in this office, but we had like maybe 20 something employees. We weren't the
Yeah, I
biggest
think I was like the
company.
18th.
Yeah,
So I
some-
counted correctly. I'm the 18th.
yeah, definitely somewhere around there.
Yeah, I remember when I started. I don't even know. I remember just Joe Bays being like, "You gotta do this. You gotta do this. You'll get good at it." And I was just like, "I gotta do construction or something." But then I just kept showing up. I kept doing it, and after a while, it was just like, there's literally. I love what I do. I love the people I'm around, and there's nothing else I'd want to do.
Fair enough. I appreciate that. What about you? Why did you believe in us?
There's a lot of reasons why I believe in you guys. Like, obviously, seeing everybody so successful, such a short period of time doing this, like, I was like, they got to be doing something way different. Like, I don't know successful people. I didn't know successful people before this, and I don't know anybody else from my school that was doing anything like this. So, like, that was a big thing. The support of it, just like everything just was new to me, and I just couldn't see us losing, honestly. I don't know. It's just like you guys did it so much in such a short period of time.
Yeah.
And then it just keeps accelerating. Like, even now, like, we're literally just going like this. So, I mean,
Yeah.
it's I don't know.
It's true.
There's just so much support, so much to look up to. Like, you guys have so much belief. It like transfers over, like you said. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, in the beginning, like it's hard to believe in yourself, right? Because you've never done the job before. So that's why I instill in management too. We have to throw our belief into you, and we need to sell you the dream that you can be successful, right? Selling someone a dream is not a bad thing, right? Would I rather sell you that you can succeed, or should I sell you that you can succeed, right? That you can live the life that you want to live. It's just behind all the bullshit that you have to go through in order to get there. So we make sure we instill our beliefs, like. Obviously, there wasn't much to believe in with you, Robbie, but like if you didn't believe in yourself, or we didn't instill that we believed in you, then you wouldn't have been this successful. And like some of the guys, like I'll say to them straight to the face, I'm like, dude, why do I believe in you more than you believe in yourself? It should be the exact opposite. There should be nobody else you're betting on more than yourself.
Yeah.
And I'm doubling down on myself. Like me versus Elon Musk and anything. Like I'm betting the house on me. I'm not betting on anybody else. I don't care who it is. So that is something to make sure that we always transfer to new guys. Like you can do this. Like I'm not special. No one in this office is special. You could do this. Just keep working hard. Put your head down. Do the right thing, and anyone could do it. We have all different types of personalities, all different people coming from different walks of life, men, women. Anyone could be successful inside this company. Next question.
Absolutely.
Liam, advice for a new team member. Guy comes in day one. What are you telling him?
You put your head down and you can just keep hitting the phones. When you get a good offer in, don't talk about it. You fund a deal, you're on to the next. I think that I would just tell them to be as organized as possible and just focus on yourself and be the best person you can.
I like that. Yeah. What about you?
Number one, just keep going. You get cursed out, 50 people in a row hang up on you.
Yeah.
You've had 100 voicemails in a row, just keep going.
Yeah.
Just keep going and you'll get better. I'd say that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, 100%. What about you, Robbie?
To add on that, like, keep going is huge because, like, I doubted myself, and I know a lot of people also doubt themselves in the beginning. Even Utah, right? I remember Utah's first week. He was like, I was like walking up to him like, how you feeling about everything? How's it going? He's like, man, like, I think I'm just going to get my first paycheck and get out of here. I was like, he said that to me. I swear to God. And I was like, yo, Utah, no, you're not, bro. I'm like, you're going to stay here, bro. I'm telling you right now, you give this shit a month and like, you're going to literally switch around. And now like, he's like addicted to this stuff now. Like, he told me that like a month in, he was like, I can't even, like, I'm at home laying in bed. Like, I'm just thinking about this shit all night. I was like, that's how it goes. You know, you just like, once it clicks, like once you're bought in, like you're bought in, you know?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Something else I would add with that is for new guys, just ask as many questions as you can too.
Yep.
Like there is no dumb questions. We're hiring people who don't come from a financial background like that, so there's only one way to learn, by asking those dumb questions, you know?
100%. No questions really that dumb.
To go back, to Utah, what is he, 2-3 months into the job? What is 3-4 months?
Maybe 4.
What did he fund, like a $500,000 deal, and like made the company over $20,000 in commission 4 months into the job, like that's an example. If he gave up, he would have never done that. So
That's true.
It's definitely great.
It's true. Anyone can achieve anything in this
100%.
company. We have a great platform. We have great technology. We have great leads. We have great everything.
100%.
What would you tell a new guy?
For a new person, I would say just keep doing it. Like when I first started, I did not think I was going to be able to do it, but I just kept doing it every single day. And then just talking to other people, like how was it when you first started? I remember a lot of things that helped me was talking to Christian, because Christian wasn't that good when he started either.
It's true.
And so it just helped me a lot, speaking to someone and them knowing that they were in the same position I was.
Cool. Last question for all 4 of you. Robbie, if you could go back to your first day at Lexington, what would you change and why?
What would I change?
Yeah.
I would change how much I doubted myself. Honestly, like if I just went in there just not caring about what these people thought, you know, just like confident, just like believing in myself, I definitely would have spiked up a lot faster. But you know, it's hard to do that in the beginning. But I think that's the main thing. Just like my confidence.
Yeah.
Probably.
I like that. What about you, Nate Talk? What would you change? What would you do differently? Change?
Just kind of hard to explain, but like having the knowledge of how to like pipeline people. Because I remember when I first started.
That's a good one.
Yeah, when I first started, Matt, one of the first things he said, he was like, if anybody talks to you for more than a minute, add them into your book.
Yeah.
And then my book was just filled with people who like talked to me for 60 seconds and then hang up on me. Like,
yeah.
So pipelining, that would have made it a lot better for sure.
Yeah, 100%. Because in sales, it's like you're either going to wake up in 6 months when you first start, you're going to have a fat pipeline, or you didn't know how to pipeline. So now it's almost like you're restarting from day one and you're still out here cold calling and dialing for dollars, right? Which it shouldn't be that way. But it's something that some people will pick up on quicker than others, right? What about you, Gio? What would you do differently?
My first month, I was so shy. I barely talked to anyone in the office.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I would just sit there and dial, then it would be 6. I'd see everyone go play, like, ping pong. And I'd just be like looking around at people. I didn't really talk that much. And then we all went out for that 1 week and had a great time. And I started to just connect with people a lot more.
The true Gio came out.
And it was just, I love you to everyone. At the end of the night,
I love you.
I love you. Even a brand new person,
yeah,
the first
just one day in, I love you.
I love you. I always like to see how
I don't
they
know you,
react.
but I love you. It's like Patrick. I love you. What about you, Lee?
I'd say my mindset. That was definitely huge. I came in like my first week. I crashed my car. I got dumped by a girl I was dating for like 2 years, and I was just down in the dumps, and it was definitely affecting the way I was working. I didn't fund a deal for like the first 2 to 3 months.
Yeah.
There was a specific kid in office named. There's a specific reason on why I was very upset on why he funded a deal before me, and Frankie and Corey had made fun of me for it, and it fired something in me, and I turned everything around after that. So it was definitely
I like that.
definitely experience.
I like that.
Yeah.
See, that's what's the word? Not bullying. We're gonna leave this one out. It's when you push someone to do something.
It's like lighting a fire under their ass.
No. Like it's like when I make you smoke your first cigarette.
Peer pressure.
Yeah. That's cigarette.
But it was
we're gonna start over.
It was positive peer pressure.
Maybe we should keep this. It was pretty fun.
Yeah.
Smoke your first cigarette, fund your first deal. Yeah. There's good peer pressure. There's bad peer pressure. So
Agreed.
Yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm so happy we had you on this episode. This was a really good
Yeah,
one.
no, this is
I
great.
This is a
appreciate
really
it.
good
was a
one.
great
Shout out
time.
you guys. I think that you well deserve a spot on a future Lex Talk About It episode.
I would love
I'm
yeah.
excited.
Yes.
Me too.
Part 2.
Part 2.
Part 3,
Part 2.
part
Coming
3,
soon.
4, 5.
Coming soon. Cool. Well, guys, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment, tell Robbie he's handsome, tell Nate Dogg he's sexy, tell Gio he's handsome, Liam, you know what to do, guys. Appreciate you so much. Lex out.